Hi everyone, welcome back to Link's Awakening DX. So the first thing I want to say right off the bat is that off screen before I did this video I went and did the tunic glitch again. Obviously you can see I've got the same coloured tunic at the end, but I did it in such a way that the second photo that I have now is Richard's photo, and I'll prove that later on when I walk by the photo house again. But yeah, I realised in the last video that I was going to have to do it again anyway, so I thought I'll just get it out of the road just now. There's no point in showing it again because we've seen the procedure twice now. And yeah, so I now have just two photos. It's the first one, the one that you get from the mouse, and the one from Richard. This means that the one that I got in Mabe Village by looking through the window, and also Bow Wow's one, and the one on the mountain, I'm going to have to get again, but I'll just do that later on. It's not a big deal at all. So, another thing you might notice is that I've now got this ghost following me. Anyone who's played this game before knows how annoying this is. In fact, in speedruns in the past, we used to do Dungeon 4 last just so that we could go to the egg with him and not have to bother returning them, but this is 100%, so I have to return them anyway, because there's a photo that you get when you do so. So I'm just going to do that right away, actually. There's a couple things on the road to doing so that I can collect as well, though. So, just going to head down here. He lives over next to the beach, which is actually my next destination as soon as I've put him in there. Nice, cool, excellent display of skill right there. Okay, so this is his house right here. I'm going to jump inside so that Link is stuck in his little jump animation during this cutscene like that, because he doesn't move at all here. Which is pretty weird for this game. Usually when you enter any house, even if a cutscene plays right away, there's like a frame where you can turn him around or whatever it is. But in this one, it just doesn't happen at all. Anyway, he's just reminiscing about his old house, so he wants to take it to the grave, and I'll do that shortly. There's something else I need to do first though, which is far more important, and that is to go and get Marin. Now, I skipped Marin, which means that there is really no need for me to get her, but, well, you'll see why I want to get her in a second anyway. So here she is. So she's going to talk to me for like a year, and there's no way to get around this. I mean, except for the fact that there literally is because I skipped her, but I want her with me anyway because I've got the ghost with me right now, which means I'm going to have two things follow me, well, one thing and a person, and that's going to have some pretty weird results, so I want to show that off. But yeah, another thing you might notice about this cutscene is that Link has the blue tunic on. I've noticed that whenever you go to this cutscene with a glitch tunic, any glitch tunic, it always shows the blue Zora tunic instead. It's kind of the same when you go into the bed in the Ocarina house. He always has the blue one on. It just defaults to that if you have anything else. I guess because the index values of like all the glitched ones are above the Zora tunic, but the Zora tunic has like the largest index value of the normal one, so I don't know. Just rambling a bit. Right, I'll just do a save warp here. Oh, I guess I won't. Okay. Just so that I can quickly get back to his house, but let me think. Yeah, so obviously this scene is not particularly normal. I've got two ghosts following me, but one of them doesn't really look right. It's kind of weird that it's like not transparent. And yeah, that's Marin. And she's going to stay like that until I get rid of the ghost, so I guess I'm going to prolong that just a little bit. I should probably have the Pegasus boots out just to make this a little bit quicker. Because there's a couple of things that I can do in Mabe Village for now, so I'm going to go and take care of that. Some of them you need Marin for, and in fact, one of them is right here. Can get a photo taken with her. Now, what's kind of annoying about some of the photos in this game is that, like, if you have a character with you, then you just can't get the photo taken. The mouse doesn't show up or whatever. You have to just go there yourself. And the one on the mountain, and the one by Bow Wow, and the one in the house in the village are all examples of that. But this one's fine, so, you know, even though I've got the ghost with me, the game doesn't care. Alright, so there's something else that I can quickly grab down next to where Dungeon 1 is. Let's just get the feather out. Actually, no, let's just be a complete jackass about this and pit walk. Oh, nope. Almost. I will get it. Like, it's not actually that difficult as I've shown it. Oh my god, if he's going to keep doing that, though, I'm just going to equip the feather. Okay, so we're waiting for the frame where he falls in. This is definitely worth it. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, when you use the Pegasus boots, Marin kind of, like, I don't know, vibrates, which is kind of funny when she looks like this. Doesn't really look that weird when she's in her normal form, but whatever. Alright, so just get the feather back out. Secret seashell here. How many is that I have now? It's got to be quite a few. 12, so there's 8 more for me to collect. I mentioned, I think I mentioned it earlier, I've certainly mentioned it in comments, but like if you, even though there's 26 shells in the game, you only need to get 20, and the reason for that is that once you trade them in for the like reward that you get for them, the other ones just disappear from the game, so you don't actually need to get all 26, it's not required. So if I just don't move here, it's really important that you don't move when you fall in there, because if you do, then she won't hit you, she won't land on you, and you won't get the photo. And sometimes this graphical glitch happens. I think it's to do with a weird tunic. But yeah, I just grabbed that heart piece as well. So that's 2 of the Marin photos, and I'm just going to demonstrate that you can actually get this one down here, which is kind of annoying. Yep, doesn't work. And another weird graphical glitch that happens when you have 2 things following you is that in here, half of the items just fly across the screen. I mean, I don't know if they're like actually still on there. Like if I were to get the claw to land where the item should be, if it would pick it up or not. Really don't know. Not going to bother. But another thing that's interesting here is that you can see the Yoshi doll is gone. It's completely gone from the game. The game just assumes you've had it, so it takes it out of there. And if you go to like the doghouse, you'll like... Oh, don't talk to me, please. Oh, Jesus, dude. If you go to the doghouse, you'll see that the dog in there also has the ribbon on, which I'm going to show off just to show that it's working. And I'm going to assume that the crocodile on the beach has 1 less set of bananas as well. Anyway, I could go in and get the other stealing photo right now. I'm not going to bother. I'll just do that a little bit later on. What am I doing right now? Oh, I'm way past it. I forgot. The other photo opportunities over here. Mario's going to join us for this one. So in the background there you can see the rooster statue, even though that thing doesn't look at all like a rooster, that's what it's supposed to be. And I'm actually going to be skipping that entirely. You're supposed to use it to access Dungeon 7, but if you know what you're doing you can get around that, no problem. Okay, so that's everything I want to do in here. I don't know why I went into the library earlier. My original plan was to do a save warp back to it, but then I went into the trendy game, which means that if I did a save warp now, if I wouldn't even go there, I would go to the doghouse because I went in there. Anyway, I'm going to head back to where the ghost's house was after this little detour. Just get the sword out so I can breeze through this area. Let's just check. No, actually, he still has all 4 sets of bananas. Let's see what he says. Does he want the dog food? Yeah, it seems like he still does. That's kind of weird. Wonder what happens if I go and talk to the dog then. Maybe it'll give me the bananas. Or the dog food, rather. Okay. So, back in the Prairie section, there's a bunch of things that I can do just east of here. If I can just get the feather out. A couple more secret seashells and another cool item upgrade, which is going to make my journey a lot easier from here on out. Oops. Just getting ahead of myself there. So yeah, I mean, it probably goes without saying, but the 20 secret seashells that I get are just the ones... Why is he talking to me? Are just the ones that are like on my path, or the closest on my path. None of them are particularly out of the way, but there are a couple in the game which are pretty lengthy to get and just skipped entirely. Maybe later on I'll show off where the ones that I'm skipping are, but it's really not a big deal. Oops. Okay, so just swimming through here, there's something pretty interesting on the other side of this area that I can get. Very useful, probably the most useful item upgrade in the game actually. At least for like a speedrunner. So I'm gonna want this, and I'm gonna want the magic powder. So it's this same guy again that gave us the bomb upgrade. He's gonna ask me again if I want magic powder, and I'm gonna say no. And he's going to ask me then if I want the arrows, and I'm going to say yes, because I definitely want the arrows. In fact, I have 0 right now, and I'm going to need a bunch of them pretty soon, so quite convenient. He's just giving the arrows to Marin right now, that's what it looks like, Marin the ghost. Okay, so I'll just play Mambo's Mambo, and this is a song that I'm going to be playing quite a lot. It's kind of like a 4th warp, almost, or a 5th warp really, because there's 4 in the game. It just puts you back here at this little pool, which is... Oh, I just wasted some magic powder, whatever. It's quite a handy place to be, because it's right next to like the forest and the mountains and just like everything else. But the first thing I'm going to do is just return the ghost, because his grave is just over here. You'd think that would be the end of the quest, wouldn't you? But no, because look, this guy just has to come along and ruin it all. Really bloody annoying. Oh well, whatever. As soon as he's done talking, I can walk up to the grave, and despite the fact that I still have Marin with me, who still looks like a ghost for now, and she'll continue to do so till I leave this screen, I can get a nice photo here. And Link's wearing a fabulous tunic. Just another side effect of the tunic glitch. It's kind of weird that he looks normal except for that. Like, his hair still looks kind of yellow to me, but his tunic is like a bright pink. I like this picture, I think it's quite nice. So yeah, Marin's back to normal, and I'm going to actually keep Marin with me for most of the game just because I can. But she's quite annoying because whenever you do certain actions like digging, she has to comment on it. As if anybody cares. There's another thing that she does that with. I think it's like when you break a pot or something like that, she'll call you bad or something like that. Anyway, there's another heart piece for me just here. I should be able to just grab it like that. And what do I want to do next? I guess I'm just going to play Mambo's Mambo again to get out of here. Normally in a speedrun, this is the point where I would go and do the colour dungeon, because if you go up those stairs to my left, then it takes you to the graveyard, where the entrance to the colour dungeon is, but obviously I've already done it, so not an issue. Okay, so back in the pool, I'm going to get my bracelet out. And I'm going to head into the forest, because there's a couple of little things I can collect in there. I'm quite surprised at just how much of this video has been like little odd jobs, you know. I've not been in a dungeon or anything like that. Could probably still do the 5th dungeon in it. But yeah, up here is Mr. Wright, who the letter that we got before is for. You can talk to him from like a mile away. I'm gonna do it. Like here or something, yeah. Nowhere near him. Must be shouting across the room to each other. Yeah, picture of Princess Peach. There's a lot of Mario references in this game. So the broom. Yep. That's about it. Oh, that was stupid. Anyway, I won't bother changing items right now because I'm actually going to need both of these in just a second. So back into this cave, I can finally get this heart piece. A little cool glitch that I discovered myself recently is if you jump, like if you wall clip on the side of this thing and then do a diagonal upright jump, he'll push that one without even being next to it, which is kind of neat. It just means that you have like one less block to push, which is always a plus. God, I'm really going through these heart containers. They're actually only... There's only 12 heart pieces in this game. I've already got 2/3 of them. And I can also... Oh yeah, another thing about Marin is that whenever you jump, she jumps, whatever. I can also grab this chest now. A quick secret seashell. You know, I probably could have optimised this a little bit better. If I'd gone and gotten all the photos from Marin when I was in Mabe Village right now, it would have been a little bit more sensible. But at least this lets me check. No, I'm not going to check, because if she actually does give me the bananas, which I'm sure she wouldn't, that's going to screw me over quite a lot, actually. So you give her the broom, and she gives you the fishing hook, which means that I'm pretty close to the end of the trading sequence, actually. So I can go and get rid of that one right now. Yeah, just look at that. Look at this tunic changing. I like it on this screen. I think it looks really, really nice when it's this sort of purple. I wish they'd included that as a tunic colour. Could go in and get that. How many bombs have I got? Ugh. Yeah, okay, let's just do it. Of course, he's going to kill me for the last thing that was in here. Link looks really cool right now. Light blue. This is actually the same kind of colour that the other glitch tunic is, if you get it. I think this one's a little bit lighter than it, but it's close enough. So I'll just steal these. And now I should have 7 photographs instead of 6. Okay, cool, so it did work. So, where am I going to go now? I think I'm going to go and get the longest heart piece in the game. It's not even difficult at all, it just takes like a year to get, because it's in like the worst possible position. So I'm going to head down south of the castle, which I never went into before. As you can see, Marin is doing her best Jesus impression. Because you're never supposed to have her when you have the flippers. You're always supposed to get the flippers in Dungeon 4, which you're only supposed to be able to access after you've gotten rid of her, after she's woken up the walrus and all that stuff. Which she isn't going to be doing for a long time. She will need to do it eventually though, because there's going to be a couple foes, as I said, that I can't get with her. But yeah, if you just come down here and stand above this little second hole and just dive down, you'll grab a heart piece. So I'm just going to save warp back because it's going to take forever to swim back. And I can just take this warp again and head back to the animal village. Right, let's just get the Pegasus boots out because I'm getting tired of how long it's taking to get from A to B right now. So we're going to head south here. Oops. And up on this bridge is another secret seashell, which Marin has a comment about. I wonder if I can skip her comment like that. Nope, you can't. Or if you can, I just timed it wrongly. Oh, whatever, it's no big deal. And the next thing I want to do is to just jump off here and go into the water. Because this is the guy, a different fisherman I'm assuming, even though he looks exactly the same. He wants the fishing hook, so I'm just going to give that to him. And Link looks really cool right now, he's like a sort of crimson red. Definitely a cool tunic. So this is the necklace for the mermaid. If you're playing on the Japanese version, or I believe the German version as well is like this, then it's not actually a necklace, but rather something else that she lost. But yeah, it doesn't really matter too much. I'm going to go and return that to her right away. Just dodge that. Okay, so this is actually the second last part of the trading sequence. After this, there's only like one more objective to get in it. Alright. God, that took forever. I really am very impatient. Okay, so actually this video is going on for quite a while. I don't think I'm going to do this dungeon in it. So the last thing I'm going to show off here is that if you come under here, if you clip with this, like that, come on, like that, and you keep trying to jump, it just kind of freezes him in place, but if you come down a little bit further and do it, it actually moves him along quite a bit faster than if he was just swimming. Look how slow that is, then look how fast this is. I can just do it to get out of the water quickly as well. And yeah, Marin will not come into any dungeon with you, so she'll just stand there while I go in and do all the hard work. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.